guys, welcome to Eash Inspires, the place where you learn to develop, the place where you learn not to give up. I want you all to think of something that you want to achieve or something you've been trying to achieve but you gave it up along the way. You might have given it up because of lack of information, lack of expertise, or people around you did not encourage you. Now it's very important for you to keep one thing in mind. When you are trying to do something different, that does not mean that you stop doing what you're currently doing. You have to learn the skills to do this also on top of what you're currently doing. After your office hours, during your weekend, you can spend time to work on your dreams. Now, why is that important? When you start feeling that your dreams or your goals are showing results, you would have learned this quality of stretching yourself and feel determined to work on something. That will reflect on your regular activity and you will be more successful within short period of time. Now, why is it necessary for you not to give up in spite of discouragements? Let's take the example of J.K. Rowling. You all know who is J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling was the lady who authored the famous book Harry Potter, which sold 450 million copies. She started off in a very, very cramped apartment and she would spend 10 to 12 hours of writing a novel, and she spent 6 years to finish her first novel, and then much more longer time for it to get published. Rejection after rejection, rejection after rejection. Every publisher would turn her off. She took the first rejection and pinned it up in her kitchen so that she could see every day that message and feel inspired. There are so many people trying to do it in spite of failures. Now this is what is important. You should not give up what you are trying to do. You all might have heard of the story of the Chinese bamboo tree. You sow the Chinese bamboo tree seed, it takes 5 years to break off the ground. During this 5 years, if the planter fails to water it even for a day, it will die. After the 5th year, it takes 90 days to grow 90 feet tall. Now, how long it took for the Chinese bamboo to grow to 90 feet? Not 90 days, 5 years. And during this 5 years, if the planter had stopped doing what he was trying to do, the plant would have died. He would have got plenty of discouragements. People would have said, come on, what are you doing? I don't see anything growing off the ground. Why are you wasting your time? Similarly, when you're working on your dream, there are people who's going to come and tell you, come on, spend your time elsewhere. Try to learn that course. Do this. This is not effective. It's not working. I don't see any results. Just because they don't see it does not mean that it's not going to work. So when you see a failure, when somebody else has failed in what you're trying to do, it may be because of various reasons which you do not know. So don't go by first-hand knowledge what you have received. Verify. So if you are convinced of your dream and if you feel by pursuing this dream what you're going to become or what it's going to fetch you after some time, just go ahead and do it. But remember not to give up what you're doing already. You have to set off time to work on your dreams. I was working on my dream desperately. I was devastated when I lost my job and the market was so bad that I was not getting another break. Circumstances drove me to freelance consultation and training work. I started off with plenty of enthusiasm, with so much of expectations. Slowly, gradually, day after day, I was getting rejected. I would send proposals, they would say, we don't have funds, we don't need this thing now, it's not going to work, and so many other reasons. And every day, I had pressing reasons for me to just give it up. But I wouldn't give it up because I had the goal in my mind. I have to succeed. I would read stories of J.K. Rowling, I would read stories of Walt Disney, I would read stories of all the Indian heroes and everyone who in spite of failures, they made it up. So I kept working. After the 6th month, I got my first breakthrough. During the 6 months, the proposal will go to the deciding authority. After 3 months of pursuing every day, following with calls and going and meeting them, the management would have changed. Or the person who was working on my project would have got fired. A lot of changes, and there was every good reason for me to just give it up. But no, I did not give it up. I just kept pushing. After the 6th month, I changed a little bit. I re-strategized and worked on in much more creative, and 7th month I had my first order. my first signal, my first proposal which was approved, I went ahead. In the following months I had 4 months, and the entire project was towards great success. Now this is what you all should keep in your mind. A dream does not get fulfilled within one day. It was APJ Abdul Kalam who said rightly, dream is something that you don't see when you sleep. Dream is something that will not allow you to sleep. Yes, you must have this kind of quality, this kind of conviction within your heart that you will give extra time to work on your dream. And let me tell you, it is not impossible. It is possible. When so many people have done it, when I have done it, you can also do it. So keep up your good work, keep working on your dreams. I wish you all good luck and thank you.